Hi, it is Tuesday morning, 30th of July, and it is 8 a.m. in New York. This channel is Drips Media, and I will be covering financial news from New York stock exchanges before markets open. The regular trading for the U.S. stock market opens at 9:30 a.m. My name is Daniela Drips. I will be quickly covering yesterday's closing data, main indexes, and the key companies. Please follow us online.
Good morning. This is Drips Media, lid from New York. Drips Media, the revolutionary digital service that transforms the way you stay informed. With Drips Media, you get real-time news delivered in dynamic short video clips, keeping you updated on the latest headlines as they happen. Our cutting-edge technology curates and condenses top stories. Whether you're on the go or just need a quick update, Drips News ensures you're always in the know, effortlessly. Stay connected, stay informed, and experience news like never before with Drips News.
The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed at 40,539.9, a slight dip of 0.1%, reversing the two-day upward trend we've been watching. This decline suggests some hesitation among investors despite the positive momentum we've seen recently. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 managed to eke out a small gain, closing at 5,463.5, a 0.1% increase. This marks two consecutive days of gains for the index, indicating a more optimistic outlook for broader market performance. The NASDAQ also continued its upward trajectory, closing at 17,370.2, a 0.1% rise. This is also the second consecutive day of gains for the tech-heavy index, suggesting continued confidence in the technology sector. Turning our attention to individual stocks, Apple experienced a modest gain, closing at $218.20. This marks two consecutive days of gains for the tech giant. Google's parent company, Alphabet, saw a more significant increase, closing at $169.50, a gain of 1.5%. This positive movement reversed three consecutive days of losses for the tech giant, suggesting renewed investor confidence. Microsoft also closed in positive territory, reaching $426.70, a 0.3% increase. This marks two consecutive days of gains for the software giant, indicating continued positive sentiment around the company. However, despite the recent gains, Apple's stock is still down 2.6% over the past 5 days and has seen gains on only 4 of the last 10 trading days. This suggests some potential volatility in the company's near-term outlook. Shifting gears to the energy sector, ExxonMobil closed at $95.20, a decrease of 0.8%. This marks the second consecutive day of losses for the oil giant, potentially reflecting concerns about the stability of global energy markets. Lastly, let's look at Tesla, which closed at $260.10, a 1.2% decline. This marks the third consecutive day of losses for the electric vehicle maker, suggesting some investor hesitation despite the company's strong growth prospects. Amazon also ended the day in the green, closing at $183.20. This marks two consecutive days of gains for the e-commerce giant, suggesting renewed investor confidence. Meanwhile, Nvidia, a key player in the semiconductor industry, faced a setback, closing at $111.60. This decline reversed the previous day's gains, potentially reflecting broader market uncertainty surrounding the tech sector. Tesla, on the other hand, rebounded from previous losses, closing at $232.10, a significant gain of 5.6%. This positive movement reversed the electric vehicle maker's downward trend, suggesting that investors might be regaining confidence in the company's future prospects. This positive movement comes after a difficult period for Nvidia, with the stock down almost 10% over the past 5 days and gains recorded on only 3 of the last 10 trading days. Despite this recent volatility, Nvidia's year-to-date performance remains impressive, with the stock up over 125% since the start of the year. In the financial sector, we saw mixed results yesterday. American Express closed at $247.90, a 0.8% increase, marking 2 consecutive days of gains. Visa also showed strength, closing at $261.60, a 0.8% gain, also marking 2 consecutive days of gains. MasterCard followed suit with a 0.7% increase, closing at $441.30, its second consecutive day in the green. However, it wasn't all positive news in the financial sector. Bank of America continued its downward trend, closing at $41.10, a 1.4% decrease. This marks 4 consecutive days of losses for the banking giant, suggesting potential headwinds. JP Morgan also experienced a setback, closing at $210.90, a 0.7% decline. This reversed 2 days of gains for the financial institution, indicating some uncertainty surrounding its near-term outlook. Similarly, Morgan Stanley closed at $102.50, a 1.6% decrease, also reversing 2 days of gains. This suggests that investors may be reassessing their positions in the financial sector amidst the current market conditions. Let's take a closer look at Bank of America's performance. The stock closed yesterday at $41.10, a 1.4% drop, marking its 4th consecutive day of losses. This negative trend has resulted in a 2.9% decline over the past 5 days. Despite these recent struggles, Bank of America has still managed a 3.3% gain for the month. However, it's worth noting that the stock has only seen gains on 1 out of the last 10 trading days, highlighting the recent volatility in the banking sector. Despite this, Bank of America's year-to-date performance remains positive, boasting a 24% increase since the start of the year. Now let's delve into the world of cryptocurrencies, where we saw mixed results yesterday. Bitcoin, the world's largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, closed at $66,478.40, a decrease of 2.6%. This downturn reversed the previous day's gains, suggesting some volatility in the cryptocurrency market. Dogecoin, often considered a more light-hearted cryptocurrency, also experienced a decline, closing at 10 cents, a 0.9% drop. This marks 3 consecutive days of losses for Dogecoin, indicating a potential downward trend for the meme-inspired digital currency. On a more positive note, Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency, closed at $3,302.30, a 0.9% increase. This marks 2 consecutive days of gains for Ethereum, suggesting continued positive sentiment surrounding the platform's potential applications beyond just a digital currency. Ethereum, however, told a different story, closing at $3,302.30, a 0.9% gain. This marks 2 consecutive days of gains for Ethereum, a positive sign that perhaps investors are looking beyond just the digital currency aspect of the platform. Meanwhile, Bitcoin, the world's largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, closed at $66,506.40, a 2.6% decrease. This downturn reversed the previous day's gains and contributed to a 1.7% increase over the past 5 days. Despite this recent volatility, Bitcoin has shown resilience, boasting a 6.1% gain for the month and an impressive 57% increase since the start of the year. Over the last 10 trading days, Bitcoin has recorded gains on 4 occasions.